Have you ever looked at your kitchen and thought, it needs just a little something else? And then you have to decide, what is that something else going to be? Well, I decided that since it was spring, I wanted to bring more light and energy into the kitchen. So that's exactly what we're doing. I'm giving you the before, and before this video is over, you'll get to see the after. Now, here's the funny thing. I had new lighting put into the kitchen, which has just really brightened the area. And I'm so excited about it. And my contractor did a wonderful job. Now, here's the thing. I thought I was going to get a new light in my pantry. Here's the story. I have a light that's in there, and it's one of those that's magnetic, and you just recharge it, and it works quite nicely. So I can't really complain, but I was hoping to have a permanent light. Well, unfortunately, the big guy and I had installed these shelves, and they have been in for quite a while, but they did not want to come out because he was going to need to go into the back wall and to run wiring up to the place where we were going to place the light. And unfortunately, that just took too much effort. So we just called it and decided not to do that. But we did that after I had already started taking everything out of the pantry except these two shelves. I had one more day to get it done. And, things happened. Oh my goodness. Who knew? So as you can see, I've got all of this area full of the baskets that need to go back into the pantry. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the pantry because I am a fan of my 4-part budget formula. And that means that we've got a protein part, a protein section, because we need to be able to make meals from our pantry. We have a bulk item portion, and we have a veggie volume, as well as we also have the seasonings and sauces. Now, the good thing is that the seasonings are already in the pantry. They didn't come out, so they're good. I'm just going to kind of give them a little fluff and touch up, but everything else has to be put back into the pantry. Well, good morning. We're on day 2, and as you can see, voila, everything is back in the pantry. Yay! I can't believe it. So, we're going to have to get busy. We've got quite a few things to do. And let's get our apron on. We're going to talk a little bit about the pantry and what I did. And not that my pantry is any more special than anybody else's, because it's not. The thing is that our pantries are geared to our families. And as you can see, it's bright and early. There's some things I haven't done yet, but I'm in the process of getting ready. So we'll get everything all together before we're all finished. So my kitchen is still somewhat of a mess because you remember we did the lighting in here. And so we're going to take just a minute. I'm going to kind of get myself all together, and then we'll come back and do the pantry tour. Let's just say that I did a few things different this time from the last time I put the pantry together. Before we had all the baking supplies that were up at the top. Well, I decided to move them, so I'll show you where they are now. But anyway, what I did was to put my small appliances, for the most part, on that top shelf. So I've got the blender, the juicer, the little hot water pot, the machine I use for my bread maker. I have that over there as well. On this shelf, I start with my sauces and seasonings, and mainly seasonings are in this area over to the side. Mainly seasonings all the way over until you get right about there. And then this portion I did not change. So I have some containers of different types of pasta, depending upon what we're going to use, behind our Swiss Miss. And I just tucked that in because we used it at church, and I had some left over. So that's going to sit right there. Now here I've got, we talk about our vegetables. We need to store our vegetables. So I've got our veggie volumes here. lots of canned goods, and I've got multiple baskets with canned goods, but mostly green beans, peas, greens are in this particular basket, as well as I left the big guy stuff right here in the middle so that he can find what he needs. And we'll come over here. You're going to see that in the background, this is coffee that's back there, that's in the back, out of the way. Now, extra bags so that we try not to run out. We try to make sure we have plenty of coffee. And here, we're into the tomato products, the pasta sauce, the sun-dried tomatoes, anything related to something tomatoey, it is over in these two baskets. You'll see that I've got my grains here. I've got the rice, I've got the barley, I've got the quinoa, all in this basket. Now, sauces. Sauces take up this space. So I have sauces that I cook with and sauces that the big guy likes as well. And then I have a little packet here. I keep all those little packets, you know, like of taco seasoning and chili seasoning, those kind of things. They're all in here. Then from here, I have my baking items. So that's going to be like our Crisco bars, the Jiffy mix. There's some cinnamon sticks, cocoa powder as well, and some other things that are just strictly for baking. And I'll move this out of the way. But over there is an entire basket of fruit. Now, there's oranges, there's pears, there's apples, and, you know, I use apples quite a bit. So there are multiple cans of that, as well as fruit cocktail. If you like to fix fruit cocktail for your littles with some Jell-O, so good, and takes you back to those days of when you were little. My container holds my plastic bags, my Ziploc bags. So that's a nice way to be able to put them all together and know where they are. So let me take you down another level. Now, I'm almost positive that you'll probably have some odd and end baskets that you may put in. And this is certainly one of mine. Here I've got peanut butter, I've got vanilla, I've got some better than bouillon, I have some salad dressing that's back in the back. Here I've got meats like salmon, tuna. I have some of the dried beans that I could not get into other containers, as well as some cans of beans, some green chilies, all those kind of things are in this second basket. And that's a nice place to be able to hold it. Now, as we come over, if you look in the background, you're going to see lots and lots of noodles. There's lots of bags of noodles and pasta back there in the back. And the big guy has some more little containers of some of his little snacks that he likes. And then over to the side, I have my paper bag that holds my onions and potatoes. It's a nice, cool, dry, dark spot normally. And they stay quite nicely right here. So now I tend to put my extended pantry down at the bottom. And so in the extended pantry, in the first container, I have extra canned goods and any odd items that I think of. In the center, I have the pieces to some of those little appliances that are up on top that I couldn't find a spot for. And over there, all the coffee filters and whatever else that needed to be corralled is over in that container. Now, I try to make it a point of going into my pantry and really checking it out to see what's in there before I do any grocery shopping. Because remember, we shop our pantry first. And the nice thing about that is that so often there are things that we will not have to buy and we don't want to duplicate. So keep your pantry well stocked. Well, today I did a little grocery shopping, and I shopped based on what I was missing in the pantry. And you know, we had to pull everything out of the pantry. We had to put it back into the pantry, and because of what had been going on here in the kitchen. So the fun part is going to be is that it gave me an opportunity. you know, sometimes things happen for a reason. And in this case, it was an opportunity for me to really see what I have and what I don't. It gave me a chance to look at what meals can I cook out of my pantry. And if I can't cook meals out of the pantry, that should be a little bit of a cause for concern, because of the fact that we're depending on our pantries to get us through our dinners. And you know, we want to spend as little as possible. We want to be able to restock when we can, wherever our holes are. And that's what we're going to take a look today, because I had some holes. And so I picked up what I needed. So I'm going to start with the easiest part. I have been looking forward to strawberries coming out, and so I picked up 2 pounds of strawberries, and I'm going to be using those for dessert, or even just for a fresh strawberry and some yogurt. We could have it for breakfast, slice them up, and have another little breakfast parfait, but using the strawberries. The big guy loves having his snacks. Whether he eats them or not, he wants certain snacks in the pantry. So I know, and I'm sure your family has certain snacks that they like. And so if that's the case, then you want to make sure that you have those items in the pantry, so when they want them, they're there. And you don't have to rush out to the grocery store in order to buy them. So we've got the snacks taken care of. From there, I usually keep some chocolate chips that are available for whether it's a chocolate chip cookie or whatever kind of cookie that I'm preparing. And sometimes I even put my chocolate chips into brownies, and it just adds that bite, that extra bite of chocolate. And I just love that. So I didn't have any chocolate chips. So I thought, well, I'll take that back. I had 1 bag of chocolate chips. But you know, the principle is, if you only have 1, that's the same as none. Because when you use that 1, you really don't have any left. So I picked up a bag of chocolate chips to add to the supply. I love, especially in the spring, to prepare pineapple upside down cake. Oh, it is so good, and it's so beautiful to put on a spring table or to have for dessert. And you can even do, wait for it, you can even do cupcakes upside down and use your pineapple as well. So it's just a matter of what size vessel that you put them in. I didn't have but 1 can, so that meant I needed to pick up a couple more cans of pineapple. Now, this was the big reveal for me. I was totally out of tuna. I'm never out of tuna. So I found some tuna that was pretty reasonably priced. I picked up 4 cans because it's spring, and in the spring, I prepare a lot of salads like tuna salad, chicken salad, even egg salad. But those are things that we can put together, have for our family, and it's cool. It's a great dish to be able to sit out on the deck and enjoy the evening and eat your salad, whether you eat it with bread or crackers or just on lettuce. That part's up to you, but it's nice to have. I also picked up some canned chicken. Now, I usually have chickens in the freezer, and I certainly do at this point. But what if something happens to the freezer? Or if it's a situation where I really need to keep the freezer closed because of an electrical issue, then I knew I needed to have some canned chicken, and I was definitely out of that. So my protein area is now built back up. And so I'm happy to have the tuna, the chicken, I have salmon already there, as well as some canned beef already in the pantry. So now the protein area will be complete. Now from there, I needed some oil. And I have been using a bottle of grapeseed oil, and I've been very happy with that. But I switch up oils every now and then. And so I'm going to be switching over for spring and summer to avocado oil. I really like avocados, and it's a healthy fat. So that's going to be my oil of choice right now. I also picked up some boxes of, I've got 2 boxes of brownies, and I keep some type of brownie. Now, you're going to laugh because this is another brand. But the reason I only got 1 of these was because I already have one on the shelf. And typically when I'm fixing brownies, I'll do 2 boxes at a time. So I will have these brownies as well as the Betty Crockers that were on sale. I'm going to have these brownies to be able to prepare. And you see, I've got 2 boxes of those. And I wanted vanilla cake mix because there's just so much that you can do with vanilla cake mix during the warmer season. And so we're going to be fixing up some things with our vanilla cake mix along the next few weeks. So I've got cake mix, brownies, plenty of brownies, and one thing that I picked up that really wasn't a food item, but I picked up some more ice cube trays. And the reason I picked up these trays is because of the fact that I like to store small items that I can freeze in the trays. So I can add, make cubes of tomato paste. I can even have cubes of garlic if I want to freeze some garlic. I can put little cubes of just about anything, whether it's little cubes of onions or whatever it is. I can freeze them in the tray and just pop out whatever I needed. So these were only $1, so I wasn't passing those up. So I'll get these washed up and they'll be ready to use when I have some extras. Now, I also picked up some rye bread because the big guy likes rye, as well as I picked up some regular Nature's Own perfectly crafted multigrain. And we like this for sandwiches. And so these 2 breads are, I'm going to keep half fresh. The other half is going to go in the freezer so that when I need it, it's there. Now, you know, I like to bake bread, but it's nice to have bread in the freezer. So if you have a week where you can't bake, or you just don't want to bake, or you're busy, whatever the case may be, then you've got backup for your family. So here's this week's groceries ready to go. Well, let me just say that I am so happy with the results of the kitchen and the changes in the lighting. And even though I didn't get my lighting that I wanted in the pantry, I'm happy with the new organization of the pantry. And so I'm very pleased with that. So we've got our pantry done. Check. I was able to find whatever holes I had, and through the grocery haul, I was able to fill them. Now, I still have work to do in the kitchen, and that is that the painter is going to come. He's going to paint the walls so that everything is nice and clean. That's the ceiling and the walls. And then the kitchen will be done and ready to be cleaned from top to bottom. Now, today is all about our pantry and also about a little bit of an update. But let me just remind you that Miss Denise is also working on her pantry as well. So when you finish up here, go over and see what Miss Denise is doing in her pantry as well over at Homemaking with Denise. You know, we are trying our best as the Modern Home Economist to show you what we're doing so we can all go along on the journey together. I'll see you soon.